The letter was sent directly to Kevin McCarthy and Mitch McConnell, the brother of Capitol Police Officer Brian Sicknick, who shortly after defending the Capitol on January 6, 2021, sent a stern letter to Republican leaders, accusing the party of preferring lies and deception to truth. More than 2 years later, a fierce crowd of Trump supporters stormed the Capitol, instead of being a wake-up call for our nation to think about elements that unite us as a country. The riot further widened divide between our people. It has become a battle cry for the Republican Party to destroy anything or anything. Obtained by ABC News. In the letter, Craig Sicknick wrote that he challenged his views on any subject. Sicknick said his family continues to be deeply affected by the death of his brother Brian, who was brutally attacked by rioters in video demonstrations. The 42-year-old veteran, who worked for the Capitol for 12 years, a day after suffering 2 strokes, a U.S. Capitol police officer organizes a program to commemorate 42-year-old police officer Brian D. Sicknick, who lay in his honor on the Capitol Rotunda in Washington on February 3, 2021. Demetrius FreemanPool, a medical doctor in D.C., has determined that Officer Sicknick of natural causes. According to the coroner, it was a stroke specifically that caused Sicknick's natural death, but the events of January 6 may also have contributed to it. Some Republicans objected to Capitol Police's classification of Officer Sicknick's death as a death in the line of duty. Craig Sicknick addressed this in his letter, but did not mention any of the Republicans by name. His death was largely due to actions of Mr. Trump and his misguided cultists who attacked the United States Capitol on that fateful day with intent to seriously harm members of Congress. Even many Republicans, Craig Sicknick said. More than 2 centuries of precedent have emerged and he illegally overturned an election. He said. The letter, addressed to all members of the Republican Party, was sent directly to Congressional leaders House Speaker Kevin McCarthy and Senate Minority Leader Mitch McConnell. He says there have been repeated attempts to downplay the January 6 uprising. Trump's actions on January 6 led to numerous resignations within his administration and angered by both parties. On the far right, Senator Chuck Schumer speaks at a congressional ceremony commemorating 42-year-old U.S. Capitol Police Officer Brian D. Sicknick, who lay in his honor on the Capitol Rotunda on February 3, 2021. In Washington, D.C. Demetrius FreemanPool in immediate aftermath of the attack on Capitol. McCarthy said former President Donald Trump takes responsibility for what happened. McConnell scolded Trump on January 6, insisting that he provoked the crowd. However, McConnell did not vote to find former president guilty of inciting riot during impeachment trial in Senate. Sicknick wrote many in leadership positions in the Republican Party have duti.